You're listening to the Saturday Night Gaming Podcast, Project Paradox. Hope you enjoy.
And welcome back to another action-packed episode brought to you by Saturday Night Gaming. My name is Tony. I'll be your narrator, your GM, and basic guide through this chaos. But first, let me remind you to click like, share, and subscribe. Tell all your friends and family about us. We love entertaining you, and that's what we're here to do. So I'm going to go ahead and start by introducing my cast and crew, or better yet, letting them do so themselves. Starting at my right, tell me who you are, your character, and a little bit about what's happened to you recently.
I'm Jessica, I'm playing Brigitte, and I am currently hulked out on top of this roof, and I'm about to grab these chains that these dudes are whirling around in my face. It's pissing me off.
I'm Ronnie, I'm playing Maziel de Grey, also known as Bones. I am currently in an air vent.
That you are. I am Dan, and I am playing Zix and Zazzle.
Sounds like a dance.
We are both currently working on projects to make the base explode. Theoretically.
My name is John McClay. Didn't really mean to give you my last name, but now you have it.
Everybody knows.
No.
You are the John McClay.
See, now someone's going to do a search and they'll find me. Great. My character's name is Sam Danson. He's a detective made of lightning. He had his own comic book for a while, but then lost popularity in the 80s when things went dark and gritty. He
had to join a team book so he could get his traction again?
Yes, yeah. He used to have a partner named Ted Malone, but we don't know what happened to him. And Sam is moving forward without him because he has to. He must. He can't dwell on the past. So he's a man of lightning, and he has now found himself in a strange new land where people think that he is a god. And he might actually have been convinced by these people that maybe he is. Because why not?
Why not? All right, so we'll go ahead and pick up right where we left off with Brigitte and Sam on the rooftops. The three soldiers have removed these enchanted chains. They are casting magic upon them, twirling them in the air, and causing what seems to be a energy barrier to form around you.
Ooh. Is this good or bad?
Who knows?
Do I
Most likely
sense that energy barrier?
Currently, you are focused on the task at hand, which is cranking a shaft.
Crankshaft, actually.
I mean, it's a crankshaft. I don't know how else to say that. You're cranking a shaft.
Shaft and a crank.
No, that's different activity.
We'll start with Brigitte.
Can I grab one of the chains
You can attempt.
with my stone fist? So instead of punching with my stone fist, I'm going to just grab one of the chains. My magic.
Try to interrupt the chains.
Now, my spell is specifically for punching, but
You can try and punch a chain
okay.
to try and interrupt its pattern, I guess.
Okay.
It's momentum.
Let's see what happens.
They keep using this Iritus die and it rolls so well. I don't know if they'll ever fail.
16.
It's all the fire.
I have rolled poorly with this dice before.
Very seldom.
30.
That's why you're using it. Yeah.
I punch it.
So you do. You
Can I
actually.
like punch it and sort of like grab it at the same time and yank it really hard? Maybe all of them that are connected to the chain like sort of stumble. That'd be
No.
cool.
But you can
There's a lot of
punch and
furry.
interrupt that one chain, and you cause that barrier. So basically, where that individual is casting the portion of the spell, you punch the chain, causing it to collapse and the energy to dissipate from it, which causes a hole in the barrier.
Is this still the same scene?
Yes.
Am I still raged out? Okay.
Yes.
So you still have your
You are
bonus.
still in scene. All right. Let's resolve what's going on inside the dome. So, Sam,
It's me.
I punched a chain and interrupted the
she
mojo.
caused a hole in the barrier. You could escape it, or you could try to help her shut it down completely.
Is that what she wants me to do?
Yeah.
You can check in with her. She's standing right
That'd
now.
be great if you could help me like disrupt this.
But
All
she
right.
actually says, "Yes, help her!" Because she's raged out.
All right.
I noticed she doesn't really want to yell at the microphone. It's not in her.
I
Her
will-
character is raged out.
Do what I can.
All right. What is that?
You want me to?
Well, the barrier has a hole in it, so you can either attack the
could
hole
do it.
and maybe like try to take it down, or attack the chains that they're whirling around everywhere.
Can I do a spark between me and the
You
barrier?
did just see one of
No,
the chains
but-
get damaged.
Yeah,
While you're doing this, I do want to remind you
He's gonna try to compel you.
that your heart feels quickened, your body feels weak,
Oh,
your
no.
energy feels like it's dissipating.
No.
So this chip would be given to you to run away,
What? I am not a runaway.
This barrier,
or you can buy me off and
you have to
stay.
pay him with your chip if you don't want to run.
Oh, I'll buy you off.
Okay. You stay. You stay to help Regina. Look at that. Loyalty to the cause. All right. So what do you do?
I attack.
All right.
Attack the chains.
I attack the darkness.
The chains are the darkness.
You doing it with a lightning bolt?
Yeah, I attack the darkness with light.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for the lightning bolt.
Oh, I gotta roll.
Yeah.
Boom. 20.
It
Really?
is a
20 plus?
14.
Oh,
That's a
14.
close.
What's your
Is this
con?
a dex? Oh, it's con.
My constitution is 8, so that is
22.
22.
Plus.
Plus something. No, there's no plus. What are you talking
That's
about?
it.
There should be a
All right.
skill, right? Isn't he running this with a skill?
So that was 22 total?
Yeah.
All right. So you shoot a bolt of lightning out at one of the other individuals with the chain. You do manage to connect with the chain, which makes a current between you and the chain itself.
Spark between me
You
and the chain.
cause the chain to go off kilter,
wonky.
which does cause the barrier to drop down even further. However, that negative red energy that is coursing through that chain flows back into you.
Did I become super powered by negative energy?
You do become influenced by negative energy. So what I would say is just write down a condition right now of negative charge.
Uh-oh.
Let's see here.
Do
What
it
does that
with
mean
the
for an
pencil.
electricity dude?
Negative charge.
Negative.
you're like the negative man.
So I'm like, am I like, if she comes up with an idea, I'm like, that's stupid.
We shall see.
No,
All
I don't
right,
think that's
now-
what that means.
Meanwhile, I'll go ahead and let Zix count down to 2, cranking that shaft.
Meanwhile, he's just cranking the
So we want
shaft,
to go ahead and do Zazzle as
doing
well.
all the work.
First, yeah, you can do Zazel. I will say Zazzle, whatever. Down to 3 turns.
3?
So this is like one of those turny things on the front of really old cars.
Oh,
Yes, exactly like that.
That's a
Does not seem very technical.
1 plus 10.
I could have done this.
Hold on, what?
That was a 1 plus 10.
Okay,
You
so
got a
you want a
1?
chip?
Is that Zazzle gets
So
chips?
you got a 1.
Well, I spent one of mine for him. So are we just using my chips?
Just give him a chip.
Okay.
So you want to take the chip in the failure?
Considering I don't have any favors. Yes, I do.
Okay.
I
Now I
could've
have a
totally
favor.
cranked a shaft.
All right. So no, he didn't fail at cranking the shaft.
Zazzles.
No guy
Failing
fails
at-
at cranking.
So you have already hotwired it. You have already made a port that is fixed for the mana conductor
Capacitor. Yeah.
capacitor, and now you have gone to hook up a wire to this whatever this big circular device is,
Uh-huh.
and as you do so, you like electrocute yourself and shock yourself against the wall. So that's a faulty part, and will probably need to be re-rolled.
So crank this back up to 4.
Yeah. All right, shadow self, Bones.
Okay.
You were.
You are in the vents. You hear them like trying to break down that door that you locked up, but they aren't through it yet.
I'm going to try and make my way into another room that they're not in.
Well, the next shaft or the next opening, the vent covering that you would come to, you would see that room that you passed with the 2 individuals inside and the 1 guy guarding the door. You would see them in there kind of like shuffling papers and shining flashlights underneath tables.
But they don't see you.
But they don't see you. Depends on what kind of malice Bones has.
I guess I can try and go down there.
If you want to. Or you can just keep going back to Cog.
Yeah, that is right.
I'm not going to force you to do one way or another.
Oh, okay. I thought I was going to have to go down here.
No, I mean,
All
you're
right,
like, you're like low crawling through a vent, and you like look through the vent cover, and you see these guys like shuffling through stuff and looking under stuff. But they don't know you're there. You're still shadow cloaked for, after this, 1 more turn.
About how thin is or how thick? Hold on. How much spacing is it in between the different vents? Could it put it like a finger out or something like that?
Oh, you mean like the slats?
Yeah, the slats.
How big is the object? So about the finger is about the size of the object that you're wanting to put out?
Oh, no, I'm putting my finger out.
You're just putting your finger out.
Yeah, just a...
Yeah, I guess you could stick your finger through it, yeah. I hadn't thought about the width of the slats on the air vents, but now they are a finger's width apart.
Roughly.
Roughly.
Roof. Lee. Really? It's not that funny.
Let's see if I can cause even more of a distraction and shoot a projectile of fire
We shall see.
into the papers.
Okay.
Do you need your D? Whatever.
No, I don't.
Okay.
This isn't chaos. This is not the time to use chaos.
This is just the time to use pyromania.
Yes.
Ooh, I like the name.
Light the
of
fire,
that.
or like the papers that they're
Gives
shuffling.
me an idea for a game.
Pyromania?
Pyromania.
Burn it all down?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
All right.
pretty
I'll have
descriptive. I
an-
like that.
I will also want a teams based. There's a fire people who like to burn things down, and then you can choose to be the firefighters. And they have hoses of
All
water.
right, spent 4 magic on
They
that.
don't attack each other.
and I do have to roll arcane, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. Okay.
So just your roll plus your magic.
That's going to be 18.
Do you have any?
19.
skill?
It's going to be a 19.
All right. So you do successfully manage to catch something on fire down there, but they are aware that fire just doesn't spontaneously create itself. So they don't know where it came from, but they do know that somebody is now playing mischief. So part of the distraction is someone's around here doing this, and we need to figure out who. But you did successfully create that fire without giving yourself away.
Now, quickly spray paint on the wall. Warning, self-igniting fire.
All right, so I'm assuming you're continuing to crawl
Towards him.
towards him. Okay. All right, then back up on the helipad. Birgitta and Sam, you have 3 soldiers that are still trying to attack, even though their barrier has now failed.
That's right. They failed. They're failures.
Yeah. They have failed at that. That is true.
How does it feel, failure?
I want to punch one of them.
I see that about you. You know, the rage and the red dye goes together.
Yeah.
When you're trying to kill things, it works.
Makes sense.
28.
Yeah, it works. How are you attacking him? You're just punching him?
Yeah, I'm going to punch him.
All right, so she just rushes over to the one that she had disconnected his chain from and uppercuts his gut until most of his innards spew forth from his mouth.
Ew.
Oh my god. His innards?
He collapses
I
to the
pull
ground.
back my fist. I'm like, ew.
She
That's
flicks
gross.
it off. Does it interrupt? Does the disgust interrupt your rage?
No.
It makes you even
still,
madder at him?
Yeah, I'm still really mad about it.
You got your stuff all over me.
Yeah. So he slumps to the ground in a pile of non-functioning organic matter.
And he poos himself.
Of course.
Naturally.
So where are you at? You see these 2
Naturally.
individuals still with magical chains.
Yeah, and they're still possessed.
Oh yeah, milky white eyes.
Milky white eyes. I must free them,
Depossess them.
but I can't get close to them because they have chains.
Well, you did interrupt one of the guy's chains with your lightning bolt. It just also gave you a negative charge.
Can I let the chains grab me on purpose and then feed energy through the chain to them?
If you wanted to, I won't stop you.
I'm going to try that. I'm going to be like this. I'm going to Jesus pose and see what they do.
T-pose for dominance.
He lashes his chain out towards you.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So you want to try and conduct energy back towards him?
Yeah, I would like to speak to his mind through the chain, which is probably going to have a disadvantage.
We'll see. So roll your charisma. You're basically doing a spark between us, but using the chain as a conductor.
Yeah.
All right.
Bam. That's a 13. The luckiest.
Add it
of
to your
all
charisma.
The numbers.
Charisma is...
My charisma is 11.
All right. So 24. And do you have any other bonuses?
I have
to that?
spark between us bonus, which is a 3, so that's 27.
So 27. All right. Go ahead and erase negative charge.
I'm a positive. Your plans are fantastic.
I know. I like this version of you a lot better.
There's positive, negative, and then there's realistic charge.
All right. So as this chain latches onto you, you grab hold of it and you conduct energy back through the chain, and this red energy, electricity, flows into the chain out of you and dances across into that individual. And his eyes now glow red, and his body begins to transform
Ooh, cool.
as he mutates into a demonic form with red electricity flowing from his eyes.
That's pretty cool.
He seems to be in a rage of his own. as he is now the negative charge.
He is the negative charge. He thinks all your plans are...
Watch your language.
That's my one cuss word I can do.
All right. And Birgitta.
Yes.
We're towards the end of this session, so I felt I could say that.
What? How many's left? One?
There is one soldier and one monstrous negative charged demonic monster.
That's my fault.
Okay. I feel like the one little normal dude should just run away. Right? Shouldn't he just run away?
He's mind controlled, so I doubt that he would think of his own self-interest.
Well, he's probably thinking of it, but...
Can't do anything about that. He's just screaming inside his own head. Where am I? Let me out.
That poor little fellow.
Who hurt you? The big demon.
Who hurt you?
Well, I'm still raged out.
Yep.
My punch is almost as much is just one less damage than my AoE. But only hits one person.
That's true.
So I'm gonna do AoE.
All right.
I'm gonna try. Somehow I have a favor, but I really don't think that I do.
Wait.
20.
Okay. So you do the AoE and you lift up the rock, the shattered rock that you had used before, causing a hailstorm all around these two remaining individuals, and the negative induced monster basically runs over to the last soldier, picks him up, and uses him as a body shield as your rocks pelt into him over and over again, basically turning him into a pile of mush that then gets torn apart. And what you see behind it is still this red, lightning-eyed,
Okay, so the
growling
demonic
monster.
entity is still there.
Yes.
But at least he's the only one we're fighting now.
That's true. Zix, go ahead and crank the shaft again, and then move on to Cog.
Okay.
You have one turn left as Zix before that engine is cranked.
Cog rolled a 28.
Nice. So he managed to get back up.
And turn that
His
down
hair is, however, standing a little bit more on end than normal, which is already standing on end, but it is straight up now, just like. And he gets back over there, and and then duct tapes the wires together and makes them work. All right, he has 3 turns left. Now, in the air vent, you have come back to the point where you are right outside the room where he's in, the transdimensional lab, and you can see that several of the guards are now gathering outside that door. So out of the 12 that are in the hallway, 2 of them are right here outside this door, and the rest have maneuvered to the office where they think somebody is causing mischief because the door is locked.
So it's just 2 over there?
And at the end of the hallway, you still see this demonic looking soldier that still has his arms crossed, just staring down the hallway.
That's creepy.
It's almost as if he has not moved his own self, like he could care less what's going on. Just posted.
He doesn't need to move himself when he's moving the world.
Well, there's nothing I can really do to dissuade them from going in there at this point, so I'm just going to position myself in the air vent in the opening. And I have 1 left, right?
This is your last turn of shadow.
Last turn of shadow? Okay.
So whatever you do this on this turn, you're not going to be seen, but starting next turn, you are out of shadow.
shoot my gun, that's a muzzle flash. They'll see that.
This chaos magic.
Unless you wait for him to get inside the office with Cogswiggle, then whatever happens to him in there just needs to be quiet.
I got something for him. Oh, I got something for one of them. It's going to terrify the other guy. I'm going to get out and position myself in like a corner of the room.
Okay.
In the
So
room that
you're going to use this
Cogswiggle's
move for
in.
movement. I got you. All right. So you're back in the room with him, positioned in a corner, and he still doesn't see you as he's licking wires and sticking them together.
Yeah.
All right, then. We'll go back up top
Honestly, he
and
probably
resolve
thinks that
with
you've been in the
Birgitta
room.
and Sam. You are both facing off against this demonic entity.
Shadow cloaked
Several
you
different
out.
spikes and horns now growing from his body. It's continuing to mutate
So
as
cool.
red electricity oozes from his eyes.
All right.
Both of you can roll for evasion or defense.
I will. I can evade,
You want to evade?
and I'm gonna use speed lighting for that.
All right. Go ahead and roll for it.
Rolling. Is that
It's
20?
AoE.
Looks like a single
No.
digit.
17.
Oh, I didn't see what it was, but I see what it is now.
Roll it again. Don't pick it up. I can look at
yeah.
it. Just remind me.
Ooh, that is not what it was.
That's not what it
What was it? If you saw what it was,
No, I didn't see what it was, but that's not good.
was.
let's
It was a
see what
2.
it is.
It's a 2. It
It's
was
a 2 the second time too. What is it now? Let's just go with that.
Sorry.
Whatever.
All right.
All right, so I like Sam so much, though. All right,
fastest man
so
alive.
you basically turn to try and start running,
Yeah,
and
I'm
he
turning.
just starts bum rushing towards what he thinks is the threat, which is Birgitta, and he slaps you sideways against the building.
Yeah.
And you electrically charge right into that building. And I'm going to need you to roll a death save,
Oh,
I gotta save my death.
because I believe you are at...
He's at 2.
2 points.
Right, and he's going
What
to
was
deal
that?
out 4 damage just by slapping him.
What is
so
that?
This is why you need.
Oh, that's
some-
good. That was what?
that was 16.
This is 16.
Yeah. Is that good or bad?
16, mix that with your con.
My constitution's 8. So that's 24.
24.
You're
All right.
still alive.
So you are still alive.
Yeah, that's good.
Roll a d6 for me.
That's not a D6.
Oh,
Yeah.
what is it though?
He'll give you a D6.
Here you go.
Is it less than
Hand
6?
me the book, please.
It's 6.
So that's good. Okay, 6. What I get? We want low for this, right?
No, it doesn't really matter. You just want a number.
It's
What
a
is the
2.
number?
He's going to tell you what condition.
Oh, I have a condition. I got a concussion. Concussion.
you got a condition.
You don't even know what condition your condition is in.
Okay.
What was the number you got?
2.
2.
You are stunned.
I thought you were gonna say I was stoned.
Nope. You are stunned.
Well, you do have some bricks. I'm
All
pretty
right.
sure you got some slivers
And
on you.
You rolled a what? A 17? If I remember correctly.
Yeah.
All right. So he is going to slam his fist directly into you. You manage to block some of it.
Bring it.
So he's going to give you half damage. He is putting in 2 damage for right now.
That's his damage.
From him punching you? Yes.
I don't even take any damage from that.
All right. So you're basically your stone armor
Like his
holds
total
up, right?
is 2 damage.
You're taking half damage from him because you managed to evade most of it. So that would be a 2.
I hope you liked this week's episode of Project Paradox. If you did, make sure to head on over to our website at www.cpr.com SaturdayNightGamingLLC.com and check out all of our other content. Also, make sure to like, share, and subscribe on all of our social media platforms. And as always, I hope you have a fantastic week. Until next time, this is Laura Hibbard with Saturday Night Gaming, signing off.